Yes, hello everybody from Times Square, this mad part of Manhattan. This is my third time down here. I was passing by, so I seized the opportunity to make a video with this fantastic backdrop. So, since I've been following the club in the three different cities, I haven't been paying too much attention in depth. Obviously with the ticket situation, the memberships as well, and of course the fan zone which has been built. But I'm not going to go on about that because the lads have been doing videos, a couple of videos back home, whilst I've been making them all over here in the States. But I wanted to do a transfer roundup because there has been some business coming and going, and I think there will be some business very shortly. But let's get cracking. And so the first one, Kellen Watts. Now, I am a little bit surprised by Watts. I thought he'd either be sold or you would be used as a club trained player. Now, in the UEFA competition, that's a little bit different to the Premier League, whereas Kellen Watts could have qualified because he was trained between the ages of 15 to 21, and Newcastle realistically should have marketed and registered 4, but they haven't. They've got Paul Dummett and Sean Longstaff as the 2, so they'll have a slightly smaller squad for the upcoming Champions League. But then again, you've got the B side, the B list, which Lewis Miley qualifies for, so does Elliot Anderson. But anyways, Watts has joined Wigan. Now, I thought he'd be sold. I kept on for one of those reasons. He's old on Sven Botman. Look, the club do like him. I know that for a fact. But he should be playing championship level for me at this stage in his career. I think he's stolen a little bit. I think he should have been in amongst, or at least looked at with the pre-season over here. He hasn't been, but so that's a shame. It's kind of a similar situation with the next man, Garang Kowal, who was joined Volendam. He hasn't been involved in any of the pre-season stuff as well. Obviously, he's a lot younger than Watts, and obviously he's only just joined Newcastle the last 9 to 10 months since we got him from Australia. But he's gone out to the Eredivisie where he plays football over there, and he's been playing for Australian under 23s, I think, as well. That's why he hasn't been involved, he hasn't been looked at, which a lot of the under 21s are. But we wish him the best of luck. We've now got 2 players, of course. We've signed Minter, of course, as well, so very similar types of players. So both of them are playing over the trade in Holland, so maybe want to keep an eye on. So good luck to the lad. I think he needs to play proper in his proper position as well and get a full season under his belt, because the lad's got talents, no question about it. But how far can his talent go? That's the question. The next one is a rumour turned coming true. Bruno Gomes is the next one. Now, Bruno, of course, has hinted at journalists over here in the States that he's a little bit frustrated that his contract extension hasn't been done yet. I think it will happen. Eddie Howe's talked about it last night as well. He said that, look, the club are in discussions. He doesn't know the full details of it. He's just been kept in the loop. But Bruno has said a little bit of frustration that it's taken his time. He wants to get the deal done. He loves it here. He's been really fantastic since he's joined. He's got best pal and Joe Linton. They become close pals, best man for his wedding as well. So it makes sense to get that deal done. I think it will happen. I don't necessarily think we've got much to worry about, to be honest with you. On that one, that will happen. It's just a case of maybe it'll happen in the next couple of weeks or so, you would think. Next one, Carl Darlow. Darlow has departed. That only came out about half an hour since filming this video. So Carl Darlow is heading out of Newcastle. That is now official. He has been here with the squad in all of the games as well, so it seems a little bit strange that a player's already still with the squad knowing that he's leaving. So he's joined on looks like a permanent deal to the Championship, so best of luck for him. I think he's a valuable goalkeeper for Leeds. I think he's well in his abilities to be second choice at Newcastle, but it looks like it'll be Dubravka and Loris Karius for second and third choice. And so he's a great goalkeeper. Had that spell, didn't he, when Dubravka was injured and should have really been called up to the England squad, but Mr. Southgate went with Sam Johnson, which I felt third choice should have been at least taken. But it is what it is. And look, Darlow's a great goalkeeper, a great servant as well. He was signed years back. He was signed under I think it was McLaren era. I think when Pardew. The deal was done when Pardew was manager. Then McLaren came in after him. That's how long Darlow and Lascelles have been here. Obviously now they were loaned straight back out to Forest. But best of luck to him as well. And of course, the one that causes debate is Alan Saint-Maximin. Of course, he's headed out now over to Saudi Arabia. He didn't want to go. He knows that. Eddie Howe has said that. The lad didn't want to go. So if it's a heavy heart that he's been the sacrifice to bring in Harvey Barnes, but Harvey Barnes, of course, brings goals, whereas ASM is very flash, very great on the counter. He suits a team that plays on the counter, whereas Newcastle play high press. So 1 goal all season, 3 assists, 4 assists. stop-start season, niggle injuries. Just wasn't a great campaign from him. And I would personally would want him to stay, but to have 2 of them. But FFP, obviously, we don't have the commercial incomes of other clubs. Eventually, that will catch up the next year or 2, I think. But it's a shame on that one because Saint-Maximin didn't want to go, and he's put out a message and he replied to us on Twitter as well on Sam's tweet. So it's a heavy heart in it, but it's look, he'll absolutely rip that league apart. I don't think he'll be in the Saudi leagues for long, mind. He will go ahead and rip that league apart because he's too good for that league. I know the Saudi league is improving, but he'll just go past defenders like fun. He does in the Premier League. So he needs to get goals and assists out there to get a move back to Europe, I feel. But look, he's on tons of money. All these players that are heading out the Saudi Pro League are absolutely on a shed ton of money. Their next generations of families are settled for the next 3 or 4 generations, aren't they? For life, basically. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little bit of a roundup of my thoughts on them all as well. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the backdrop. Still got loads more videos to put out, from the US of A. We haven't finished yet, so hi. Well, that's it from Times Square. That's your transfer roundup. If there's any updates additional, you'll see them right now. But if you didn't see any, that's a video ending. See you everyone. Much what is it in? Bye bye.